Hey, what does that button do? What about that button over there? How about that one? Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we started exploring the Normandy SR2, starting with our first two decks and talking to everyone here. Now we're going to pop on down to the crew quarters, which features the crew quarters, mess hall, medical, AI core, main battery, observation deck, and the life support, as well as Miranda. If we head on over to the crew quarters first, there's...
She's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
One nice thing is that there's a bunch of radio conversations that will sometimes be able to be heard.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
And also, I believe if we keep going in and out, it eventually gets locked. I may be wrong, though. Oh well, doesn't really matter too much. There's a lot of rooms that have the red markers on them. Those are places that future squad mates will be at. So, yeah. Not...
Surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
I like Gardner. Gardner's a very minor character, but he's so fun. And that will give us one of our first side quests. The Normandy special ingredients. There are a few different actually. There's missions and assignments. Missions are your main story stuff. They are big missions. Meanwhile, assignments are more side things. There are a lot of assignments. I will do my best to finish everything. I won't guarantee it, though. And a familiar face?
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance.
I was stationed at the Mars.
Colonial military life.
I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Dr. Chakwas is also a very good character.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Again, incredibly, well, not incredibly minor like Gardner. Gardner is an incredibly minor character. Chakwas is just a minor character, but we get the Ceres Ice brandy. So yeah, we'll pop into some locales, do some shopping at a later point. But let's go and chat with Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Miranda's an interesting character for me. I'm not the biggest fan of the perfect character archetype, but she plays it well enough, I suppose. It's just a weird trope for me. The human characters in this game are pretty weak. Just like in Mass Effect 1, we will have some non-human party members, and the human ones are they're lackluster. So, yeah.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land a ship on high-gravity worlds.
There's that, plus some plot conveniences. We can head on, check around here. Nothing too much on this lower deck, but it is open to us, so a little bit more unique of a thing. Kind of, explore the underbelly of our ship. But the main important thing for us to check in on is the engineering room itself, with Daniels and Donnelly, who are fantastic characters.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, You're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
And so,
Amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
so we have that. We can check out our nice drive core.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Get a little bit of a snippet from Edie as well. And that finishes off our initial tour of the Normandy. We will be checking in on a bunch of stuff as we progress through the game. We will, of course, have more things for us. The way that the ship works, the way that everything here works, is a little bit different to how it was in Mass Effect 1. Rather than switching between systems on just right away, you do have to travel to the systems, and that's where the fuel depot comes in. You need to buy fuel in order to get to certain areas that are outside of your Mass Effect relay. There are also probes, but we'll get into that in a little bit. As for other areas, you can see them all around like so. Pop into these, you can get to each individual area like that. We're going to head up to Amada for the Normandy crash site. Show things off here. One little tip is to lay off of the acceleration a little bit early. Might be able to drift into certain systems. Right there we get to Alcara, but we're not going to go there quite yet. Instead, we want to start off our scanner. This is where the resources come into play and how you mainly will get your resources. We can see if we hold down our left trigger or L2, or I believe it is right mouse if you're using keyboard and mouse, we can scroll around and we can see that there's different spikes of different elements. I'm not going to use this right now, but, well, I'll do one just to show it off. Right here we get a lot of palladium, launch a probe, and it'll get us...
Used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
That will get us some palladium. Search around, find different things. You can see the scanner results. That's a general telling of what some places will have. Iridium, platinum, and palladium are very common. Ezo is a little bit more a lot bit more uncommon. I don't remember if Alcara has the other thing that I want to show off. I don't think it does, but we'll find out. It does, okay. Every so often, you'll get something that is an anomaly. You'll see on your radar that there is a nice little arrow, a nice little line, that'll point you to a white dot if you launch a probe onto there. Now we detected. Scans confirm the wreckage of the SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity. Directed stable landing zone located amid the crash site. We are going to do this in this episode. It will be a little bit long, but still. Right there, the remnants of the old Normandy. Land our shuttle on here, and this is one of a very few times that we will not have any party members with us. Instead, we're just being dropped off. Got our Cerberus shuttle. Here it is. The wreckage of our old ship. We can see the Mako in the distance. We can see the crashed out hull of the SRV Normandy. SSV Normandy? Now I'm embarrassed because I don't remember what it is. On this mission, we'll see some shining lights. There's some dog tags. Rosamund Draven right there. Collect the fallen dog tags of the crew. We want to find all 20 dog tags before we can head out. As we near certain spots, we can see little flashbacks of the SR-1. You can place the monument at several different locations. I'm not going to say what yet. I will check Pak T. Sadly, we don't really know too much about what people the different members of the, like, who a lot of the people were. So we don't know exactly who on the ship was, was Draven, who was Pak T. So, a little bit unfortunate as to that. The fact that there's really no music playing, I believe there is a little bit of music, but it's very soft. It also helps to this very somber air that this mission has, and I love it for it. Wish it would not show us that. If you get Robert Falawa. Now, I don't know exactly how they managed to do this, but there are a few crates that once we break open, we'll have some dog tags within them. For Raymond Tanaka, right there. Check around here. There's really not too much to grab out here aside from the dog tags, as we get Helen M. Lowe. So we can pop right in to... This is where Lenko stayed. Of course, Lenko's dog tag's not here because, well, he was dead long before the Normandy was. Alexei Dubyansky. And grab his dog tag, he's right there. One problem with this mission is that there is some times where you might be missing, like, one dog tag and you have no idea where it is. And it can be a bit tedious to find. Where was I at? Okay. Sometimes you might actually be able to glitch and fall off the map. But otherwise it is impossible to die here. There's no combat. Most you have is your box shooting. Right there we can pick up the dog tag for Hector Emerson. And I like to take my time with this mission. It's, again, this is a very beautiful mission because it's very simple, but still effective. Right here we can see our sleeping pods out on the second deck. And right there we will grab that. Orden Laflamme. Laflamme, probably. You can grab that there. We'll place the monument down at another point. Grab the dog tag for Germaine Barrett. This refined easel, I believe, is pretty much the only thing here on the entire mission. It's only 135. It's very minimal. Again, EZO, when you are scanning, is very rare. So, picking up, pretty useful to have. There we'll pick up Marcus Greco's dog tag. So we can pop on over towards the Mako. The Mako, even though you're a janky piece of shit, you are my janky piece of shit. Keep on going along, and again, just this very soft music that's very simple and not too intrusive as we get Silas Crosby's dog tag recovered. Yeah, we'll keep on up this way. Have another dog tag over here, which will be Harvey J. Gladstone's. Right there, we got our own CIC from the Normandy SR-1. So you can grab Chase or Addison Chase's over here. Unrecoverable data from Navigator Presley's journal. Spoke to the commander about this. I All these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship, I just don't trust Lee. Especially that damned Asari, an Aquarian. What ship would think this is? A zoo? The Aquarian. Seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage, trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I probably wouldn't ask her to babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. For a while now, I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. How blind I was at the time. Came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens aboard, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say, I would die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. Navigator Presley was someone who is, again, he's a minor character in Mass Effect 1. But just to see his journey, even just through those journal entries, is great. It's really showing off some of the messages that this game can tell. I think this is why it's the best place to put down our monument. Presley was one of the most important people to the ship, to the Normandy SR-1. And just like he said in his journal, it gave his life for the crew. Human, alien, no matter what they were. In the end, they were just friends. There's an N7 helmet over here that we can collect. This will show up inside of our captain's quarters. The story with Navigator Presley is something that I love so much. Again, he's a very minor and somewhat annoying character, admittedly, in Mass Effect 1, but you see that entry and you see just how much he's changed and how much your journey has changed. Even for people like Jimmy and Bakari. These unknown people, they all had their own personalities too. And I'm sure some of them probably thought the same as Presley at one point, but in the end, it became a family. Pick up the next dog tag for Carlton Tux. And where's that other Ezo? Here. Hidden away a little bit. 285 Ezo. It's around that. I don't know exactly how much it is. Pick up another dog tag for Mandira Rahman. I don't believe we've popped in here yet? No, we have not. Pick up another dog tag. This one for Talitha Draven. So we head back to the helm of the old Normandy. I believe we're at 2 left. And this is when we start getting some problems because I don't actually remember where everything is. I do see the shine of one of them, and it looks like that's probably our last one. Assuming this is 19. Nope. Caroline Granado. Grab her dog tag. That's Amina Waberis. Oh, didn't mean to punch there. And now to find out where the last one is, because I have no idea. And I don't want to... You can leave at this point. I believe you can leave just as soon as you put down the monument, but you don't finish the mission until you have collected all the dog tags. And why would you not want to grab all the dog tags? Probably the... I don't remember going over here too much, so I imagine it's around here. Maybe? Please? I don't know where the last dog tag is. Yeah, the objective marker will just point you towards the shuttle once you have set down the monument. Where is our last dog tag? Well, may as well, I don't know, check the middle here. No, hold up. Let's find Ezo up here. There's a little ledge. Find element 0, and no dog tag. Right. Yeah, there's a few... this game can be a little bit on the glitchier side. There's a couple places where you might be just stuck, which is unfortunate. Almost. I just brought that up because we almost had that happen to us right there. Where the hell is the last dog tag? Let's see. I know I've checked in there. Checked over there. I've checked it that a ways. Checked near the Mako. Is there maybe another one up here? I could potentially just cut away to when I find it, but at the same time, seeing me struggle is fun. Something popped up. Oh, it's Presley's datapad. Gave me hope for a moment. Let's see, we got the thing that was on... It was the helmet was on that ledge. No dog tags over yonder. Just stroll along. Again, that's just one thing that is a little bit annoying. That like I said a little while ago, you always just end up with one that you're missing, and you have no idea where it is because you have no idea where you've checked. Or maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. But I always struggle with, like, the last one or two. So, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I've gone everywhere. Let's see, this is the cockpit. Nothing in there. Is the walkway to the cockpit that we're just running through. We're dashing through. Let's see. Cycle around here. We started there. Maybe like underneath here? Possibly? No. Always miss out on one of them. And it's difficult to find when you have only one left because you don't know what names you've all grabbed. And it's a whole ordeal. Thought I saw a note. Interaction note. That's just the shuttle to return to the Normandy. Don't want to do that yet. Dip past. I hate finding the last dog tag. Love this mission because it is very simple yet very good reminiscence on the past with, you know, the opening of this game is very effective, I will say that. There's more refined Ezo, okay. But I'm looking for a dog tag. Like, looking for a dog tag in a snowfield. Exactly what this is. Yeah, the opening is incredibly effective to this game. The Normandy getting blown to hell, Presley dying right away is also very big for that. Because, again, while he's not a character you really have to talk to too much, every time you leave the ship you get the notification that XO Presley has the deck. So he is always a presence there. But still, again, seeing the Normandy go kaput, yeah. Followed by... oh, there we go. Hid away in that corner for Monica Negulesco. Come on, Monica. You're ruining everything for us. With that, that is all of the dog tags grabbed, and we can pop on in to the Normandy shuttle. That took way longer than I expected it to, but still, this is a series that very much is going to be very, very much fluctuating in terms of how long each episode is going to take. Monument has been placed at the last resting place of the SSV Normandy on Alcara, and the families of all missing crew members have been notified of their ultimate sacrifice. Shepard's lost N7 helmet was recovered. We also gained 500 EZA, which sounds right.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
But with that, what I actually want to show off is I believe it is in this game as well. Really, it's not? Huh. I could have sworn that it was. There's a memorial wall in Mass Effect 3. That'll show names. But, a little bit more importantly, something that I know is the case, I don't know where it is, here we are. Shepard's helmet, right there. But, with all of that taken care of, next time, I think we will head out to the Citadel. This music just made me think of the Citadel, because it's the intro music to the Citadel. But until then, see you guys later.